Hey guys, how's it going? This is going to be a quick review slash overview of a new knife that I picked up recently. This is a Olamic Cutlery Wayfarer. Olamic Cutlery is a lesser known but steadily up and coming knife brand. They put out some really good stuff. Mostly I believe they do fixed blades. Very dressy and kind of fancy fixed blades, as well as this folder, which they call the Wayfarer, and it's actually designed by a different guy, Michael Vagnino, and I guess they're just licensed to Olamic as far as production goes. But as you can tell, it's a really nice design. Very tactical in nature, but also I think it's actually a very nice looking knife. And quality wise, it's very well made. Very impressed. I picked this up actually from the Jim Skelton live knife show. If you don't know what that is, check it out. Go to Jim Skelton's YouTube page and learn more about that. So he had that first show about a week or so ago, and I was able to score this. This one is a G10 model. It has a blue and green, I believe it's blue and green, G10 with this kind of custom dimpling that's really nice. It aesthetically it's very attractive, and it's also obviously very functional because of the grippy quality that it lends to the handle. The knife is a liner lock, which I typically try to stay away from liner locks because I just haven't had great experience with liner locks in general. As far as lockup and kind of having them stay nice and early lockup and not develop blade play. I had some issues with my Silent Soldier when I had that. It had a very weak liner and it ended up developing some blade play. But initial impressions, I think this is a very well made liner lock. Has pretty decently thick liners, and it comes out of the box with a nice and early lockup. You know, it's not even half, maybe 40-50% lockup engagement. So it's still got some wearing that it could handle before you're gonna end up having some adverse effects as far as blade play goes. Has titanium liners with a nice big flush titanium backspacer. It says the quality and fit and finish is very well done on this knife. The liners and backspacer are seamless, as well as the G10 overlays. It all just comes together very nicely. Has some nice jimping along the spine of the handle as well as the blade. And it's actually pretty nice. I like that it's rather asymmetric. Try to get a shot there. You can see that it's not completely even. It's kind of somewhat random, which just adds to the I don't know, just adds to the custom quality of the knife, I'd say. You know, it's not something that is mass machined. You can see there the Olamic Tactical and the Wayfarer logo there. That kind of infinity sign type look is their logo. This is a dual tone blade, dual finish. You have the satin flat with the the bevels being, I don't know if it's, I don't think it's a sandblast, but it's a, I think it's a light stone wash. It might be some type of blast, I'm not sure. But it's really nice because it kind of contrasts the satin flats really nice. Comes to a nice fine point, spear point type grind here. Got nice custom pivots. It actually comes with a pivot tool, which is nice, so you can adjust the pivots because it is kind of a proprietary Strider-esque type pivot. So, you know, it could be a pain in the butt to try to tinker with those if you don't have the proper tools, so it's nice that they give you one. It also came with a certificate of authenticity and a birth date and all that stuff. It's got a very cool flipper. I like the, it's kind of like a 1911 hammer. How it's kind of skeletonized, really cool. And most importantly, it has a super great action. Very smooth, just very nice. You know, it's not, you know, you can flip it out as hard as you want and it still retains its nice early lockup. Some knives, the harder you flip it, the deeper the lock's gonna set, which can lead to blade play, you know, if you flip it hard over and over. But this has a very nice, smooth, consistent action with a nice early lockup. Has a pretty big, I believe it's stainless steel pocket clip. Kind of wish it was titanium, but I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. One downside or one complaint I have with the clip is that it's extremely tough to pull away from the handle, which makes insertion and extraction from the pant seem pretty tough because the stiffness of the clip coupled with the aggressive grip of the handle, that texture there, it kind of makes it tough to extract from the pant. It's got a nice big lanyard cut out there. It's nice that it's not just a circle like most knives. It's got a kind of triangular shape to it. It's pretty nice. The clip has a kind of stone wash or dirty stone wash finish on it. You can see on the inside of the knife, on the backspacer there, you have the number, the serial number. This is W326, so I'm going to assume that the W stands for Wayfarer and the 326 denotes the number in production line. So this, I'm assuming, is the 326 one they've done. It's a pretty big blade. I mean, it's a 4-inch, so it's full size, 9 1/4 overall and 5 1/4 closed. It's got a nice closed profile. People don't really pay attention to the profile of knives when they're closed, but I actually like to, when I'm considering a knife for purchase, I really like to look at the profile both closed and opened. And this one is nice in both positions. I really like the contrast here when it's closed, the satin, and then the kind of stone acid wash, or whatever you want to call this finish here. It seats nicely in the blade, kind of has a organic shape to it. No hard corners or anything like that. It's got a nice, perfectly centered lock or blade seating here when it's in the closed position. Let me do a quick comparison size-wise with the ZT560. I'm sure most of you have, or have at least seen, a ZT560, so you can get kind of an idea for size. closed, they're pretty similar. The Wayfarer is maybe about, I don't know, 5 millimeters longer, maybe about a centimeter longer. Open, the Wayfarer is going to be a little bit larger because of the full 4-inch blade. I forget how big the 560 is. I believe it's 3 3/4. So you can see there they're lined up on the back. So you're dropping probably about a 1/4 inch or a little bit more with the blade length. Blade thickness, I tested this before. They're exactly the same blade stock thickness. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's a standard medium, you know, stock of S35VN. So it's a nice stainless blade steel. Don't have to worry about any corrosion or anything like that, especially with the titanium liners. So that's pretty much it. Overall, I'm really happy with this knife. I think Olamic Cutlery did a great job. Very happy with it. Glad I got it. Glad I got the opportunity to get it. And I foresee myself enjoying it here in the future. Alright, that's my quick overview of my new Olamic Cutlery Wayfarer. Thanks for watching.